For years, it was very easy to rely on Michael. Phil brought a belief that as great as Michael was, he couldn't do it all by himself. Phil had to sell Michael more than anybody, but all of us on this triangle offense. It was really just a system of play where everybody touched the ball, everybody had an equal opportunity. It was really instilling in us a belief that it was a team game. It's going to take all 5 of us to get over a team like the Pistons. As time went on, we saw the value in it. They taught us how to read the defense. If a pass was taken away here, the ball went to another spot. Here were the cuts that you made off of it. And it was unlike anything in the NBA at the time. That gave us an identity other than Michael.
You know, Phil's well, Tex Warner kept us to the grind in terms of trying to learn the offense. We all realized that we had a learning curve, whether it was growing up mentally or more physically, learning what we had to do to be more competitive and be more complete.
I remember Michael telling me and BJ, we're no longer kids anymore. You guys are pros. Be in the gym, working on your games, and be ready to play. We started working out together as a team, and we became closer.
For me, it was definitely to get more physically strong as well as Horace, and for Michael as well.
The thing that nobody will ever really understand or appreciate is the practice floor. That's always been the sacred part of it because people couldn't get in there. You know, they couldn't see it every day and know what that meant. It's away from the lights. It's where you bond as a team.
Everything was competition. It didn't matter if it's, practice. It didn't matter if it was shooting free throws.
The practice were very competitive, and those practices made us so much better and so much more comfortable from a game situation.
When you're playing against the best players at their position every day, when you go out and play Utah, the Lakers, they're not as hard as what we see every day in practice. By game time, we were all as one. And when we came in this building, egos got checked in at the door. It was all about a we and not me.
Our belief was if we can get home court advantage, we can beat the Pistons. As we got into it, we got in a little rhythm and on a roll, and we ended up winning 61 games, and we started to gain some confidence. There was a physical issue. Bill was always the one that stood up. And he was also the guy that when we needed to kind of settle a game down, we could always throw him the ball in the post, and he was going to find a way to score, get to the free throw line. And he was still playing at that level at that time.
Bill Cartwright, Paxson, those 2 guys, they were great leaders. They took us young players under their wings. If we weren't eating right, we heard about it. If we were staying out till we heard about it. They really had a good, calming force of what we're doing, and they were well respected.
We had just had a nice mix of, our starters blended well, guys coming off the bench blended well. One thing that Phil stressed more than anything against Detroit was they're the physical bad boys. They want to beat you up. We're not built that way. Let's show our athleticism, our finesse.
You're playing against a team that knows what you're doing and know the difficulties that you're dealing with in terms of learning the offense.
Time is running out on this Detroit championship era. Chicago Bulls gunning for a sweep.
It just absolutely came together in that playoff series against them.
And we're set for the start of Game 1 of the NBA championship series.
We had a lot of jitters and nerves. We were playing against, the world-renowned Lakers.
The look away to Livingston. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. That's 13 consecutive field goals. We welcome you back to the Forum.
We didn't really have the fan support. It was a road game for us. We had to come together at the 12 players and the staff that was there, and it was really just up to us.
The Bulls lead by 7. Final seconds, Magic's three-point attempt blocked. Pippen comes away with it, and the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship. And Michael Jordan has answered a couple of questions. There have been doubters over the years whether a team led by Jordan could win a championship.
I want everybody to prosper from this whole event. It took a team to get to this point.
It's an honor to take this on behalf of a great organization and the wonderful fans of Chicago.
We all as players really thank you all for your support, and we all want you to know that this one is for you. But we're going to be back here next year for another long struggle.